Hey guys, so as promised, I wanted to share with you my LASIK experience. I wanted to film the video about a month after my surgery, but there's so many things going on. I was moving, I graduated, I was getting adjusted to my MCAT study schedule. I didn't have enough time to film and edit, but it's been about 3 months now, so I think it's also a good time to film it now because all of my mild complications disappeared. They went away. I don't feel like I need to update you guys later on because it's been so long after my surgery. So I could give you a full kind of review of it. So let's get started. Why did I choose LASIK surgery? I chose LASIK surgery mostly for the main reasons of why everyone else wants to do LASIK surgery. I was getting really tired of wearing glasses and wearing contacts because contacts dry out my eyes by the end of the day. Glasses get really annoying to wear all the time. So I invested in getting LASIK. So I chose to get my LASIK surgery done at HyperSpeed LASIK. If you guys don't know, it's in Rowland Heights, and Dagny Zhu is one of the ophthalmologists there. And I've been following her on Instagram for a while now, and I love to watch her stories and her eye surgery videos. So I saw that she owns a clinic there. I did a little bit of research and her credentials are amazing. She graduated from Harvard Medical School and I believe she did her fellowship at USC for ophthalmology. So I also looked up the clinic on Yelp. I looked at the reviews. I watched some LASIK surgery videos, some general LASIK surgery videos because I wanted to know what I was getting myself into. And I saw that it was minimally invasive, so I was sold and I went in for a consultation. When I first walked into HyperSpeed LASIK, the clinic was really clean. I signed in and I waited to be called. They had me do a couple tests first. They wanted to measure the thickness of my cornea because I guess if you have too thin corneas, you might not be qualified to get LASIK surgery done. So yeah, they ran a couple tests on my eyes just to see if I could qualify to get the surgery in the first place. I also spoke with an optometrist. They kind of just measured my nearsightedness, and I had, I think it was negative 2.75 and negative 2.5. It's not, I'm not blind, you know, but I still can't see small words. Like I still need to wear my glasses when I'm reading text on the computer. So the optometrist said that my eyesight was not too bad, but not too good. So it was just right to get LASIK surgery. And after that, I also got to speak with Dr. Dagny Zhu herself. She just explained how the LASIK surgery was going to go, the whole process. She also told me that the lasers that they use are more high tech now. It's bladeless, so they literally don't use a blade to cut your cornea flap anymore. They're using another laser to basically penetrate little microscopic bubbles underneath the layer to make the cornea flap. The bladeless laser is more precise and it also kind of minimizes the risk of complications later on from the surgery. So everything went well. She's just really friendly, cheerful. She's very comforting because I've never gotten surgery, and even though this is a minimally invasive surgery, it's still kind of scary to me. So she calmed me down on that. They also told me I have a little bit of dry eyes, so they recommended that I put on these lubricant eye drops every 2 hours for every day for 2 weeks before my surgery, just to keep them moist, I guess. So after those 2 weeks of putting in eye drops, I went into the clinic. Good morning. Sorry, I look like poop today. But we just got to HyperSpeed LASIK and I signed in and I'm just waiting to be called. I think they're gonna give me some paperwork. I don't know. But I'm here with Tanner and he's going to help drive me later because I cannot drive afterwards. So yeah, stay tuned. I put on this kind of cap They covered my ears with kind of like cotton pads, and they gave me a Xanax to calm me down. I really liked that they gave me a Xanax to calm me down, because when I was lying down in the surgery bench, I was just very calm. I wasn't sleepy or anything, but I was definitely a lot calmer. So after they prepped me for the surgery, we went into the room. I lied down on the bench. Dr. Zhu was there. She was very calm. Throughout the whole surgery, she was communicating with me about what she was going to do next. That way I could just expect it and not get freaked out. So I'm also going to show my surgery video, a clip of it. So if you guys don't like to see it, just skip over it. But it's basically everything I just explained right now. So what they did first was that they taped down my eyelashes, and then they used something that looked like a tong to basically pry open my eyes, and they did one eye at a time. Also, before any of this, she did put in anesthetic eye drops. I couldn't feel a thing on my eyes. She was like touching my eyes. I didn't feel anything after she put those eye drops in. So it was pretty easy for me as a patient. All I had to do was stare at the green light, which was in the laser. There was a green light for you to focus on, and then there was a red light, which was the light that was actually doing the work. She had me stare at the green light, and the first laser that was going to cut my cornea flap, it felt like it was suctioning onto my eyeball, and then it lasted literally like 15 seconds. And then after that, and my eyes are pried open, so I can't blink or anything. But she's putting in eye drops all the time to lubricate your eyes. So after they cut the flap, she lifts it over, and then she gets the second laser, which I think it only took 7 seconds. You also just stare at the green light, and that laser is basically polishing your cornea. At least that's kind of what I remember her explaining to me 3 months ago during my consultation, but it's basically kind of like that. And then after that, they put the flap back. She kind of smooths out the flap with this little sponge thing. And I literally couldn't feel anything. I could just see her like smoothing out my eyeball. So after my surgery, I was able to see clearly. Literally seconds after my surgery, she had me sit up and read the board, and I could read, I think, everything up till the second to last line. So at that time it was 2015 vision. So it was really, really good, and I was still kind of loopy from the drugs.
Times because there's a little bit of water in there, a little bit dry. Okay, so let's look at the board. So before you could barely see the big E. Okay, so let's just start from the top and just keep reading down as far as you can go.
Okay, so E, F, P, T, O, Z, L, P, E, D, P, E, C, F, D, E, D, F, C, Z, P.
Yeah.
F, E, L, O, P, Z, D, D, E, F, P, O, T, D, C.
That was already 2020.
Right there.
That was already 2020. Can you even do the one below there?
L, E, F, O, D, P, C, T.
Wow. 2015. Congratulations. Yay. Oh, just happy for you. You did awesome. You did awesome.
So I had my DD drive me home. She gave me a kind of like kit for me to take care of my eyes after that. It came with antibiotic eye drops, anesthetic eye drops, lubricant eye drops, eye shields for when I sleep with tape. It also came with shower goggles, and I believe that's it. Yeah, an antibiotic that I have to put on 4 times a day for a week. And then these comfort drops, which is like an anesthetic, which you should use only when you really, really need to. Let's see. There are these. They kind of basically numb your eyeball, but you should use them only when you have to because they dry out your eyes. Oh, and these are the antibiotics. And then they also gave me 2 packets of Oasis tears, which I could just use every 2 hours for the next few weeks because my eyes get really, really dry. During that week after my surgery, it was just so crazy to like walk around and be able to see so clearly. I just took a walk outside, I got some ice cream, and I got a slushie from 7-Eleven, and I just walked around and I just enjoyed the nature. It was just beautiful. It is now 10:15 at night. I just slept 6 hours and went for a walk and watched a little movie and I'm pretty tired, so I'm gonna go sleep. I don't feel any kind of pain, stinging, or anything. My eyes are just a little bit dry, but it's not that bad. And yeah, and I could still see. So I will keep you guys updated for tomorrow. It is day 2 of my post-eye surgery. Everything feels fine. My eyes are a little dry, but they weren't that dry in the beginning of the day. I went for a follow-up checkup this morning and the doctor said that my eyes are a-okay and there's no inflammation or whatever. Yeah, so I've just been using the Oasis Tears eye drops every 2 hours or whenever I need it because it's pretty dry now. It has been exactly 1 week since my LASIK surgery. Yeah, so far everything's been fine. I see clearly still. There hasn't been any haze or like light sensitivity whatsoever. Maybe I got lucky, I don't know. But yeah, and I'm going up for a follow-up appointment later today in the afternoon just so they could check my eyes and make sure everything's healing properly and there's no inflammation or infection and stuff like that. So I'll let you guys know how it goes. So I just got back home from my follow-up appointment. The doctor said everything is fine. I can start working out again. So that's good. I just have to continue wearing the shower goggles for 1 more week. I can't get water in my eyes or go swimming or anything, and I can start wearing eye makeup in a week as well. And then I also scheduled another appointment with her in 3 to 4 weeks. So yeah, I didn't really have that many complications. The only complication I had that lasted for a month or 2 after my surgery was dry eyes. And what sucked was that the dry eyes caused my vision to be blurry. I had a dry spot right where my pupil is, so right in my vision. So he just told me that it'll go away eventually and all I have to do is continue putting the lubricant eye drops, and it went away. It's been 3 months and both my eyes aren't that dry anymore. I still put in those eye drops in the morning or at night just because I know I have dry eyes already. So overall, for me, my LASIK experience was amazing. I've heard scary stories sometimes where some people, their vision wasn't corrected all the way or they had infections afterwards. It's one thing to make sure you go to the right clinic, the right physician, and make sure that the physician has the best equipment for your surgery. But it's also another thing to make sure that you take good care of your eyes after the surgery. You have to be sure to always wear those protective goggles when you shower. Make sure you don't itch your eyes because the flap is still healing. Make sure you definitely take those antibiotic eye drops because you don't want any kind of infection. And yeah, so I feel like it goes both ways. You gotta go to the right clinic, the right physician with the right stuff, but you also need to take care of your eyes to make sure that they heal properly so you could see. So overall, my LASIK experience was very painless, very quick with the healing process, and it went very smoothly, and I do not regret getting LASIK surgery. So I really hope you guys enjoyed hearing about my LASIK experience. I hope I also calmed your nerves if you were thinking about getting LASIK surgery. But yeah, definitely check it out. Do your research also. If you guys have any questions, feel free to DM me, message me on Instagram. Also, I'll put a link in for Dagny Zeus Instagram, and check out HyperSpeed LASIK. I love their clinic. I think I'm going in for one last time for my follow-up appointment. But yeah, everything's good. So I'll see you guys later. Bye.